Your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man style intro music. That's always more of a mouthful than I expected to be. This font looks like lemon milk and I can't seem to escape it.
Oh crap! I'm late!
Peter Parkering.
Your oatmeal was getting cold, so I packed it to go.
Carrie Walgren is yet another example of being a good voice actor and impersonator of the original actress who played the character.
Oh.
Also, her jawline can cut adamantium.
I'm almost there, don't go yet! Ugh.
Ah, the fake out with his main theme building up there. No spider bite yet, he's just good old Petey Parky, but if you paid extra attention at the beginning, which I didn't, he's late for high school orientation, meaning he's not yet in high school, and Peter only ever gets bit in most origin stories when he is in high school.
Honestly, I'm still waiting for them to tell me they sent the approval letter to the wrong Peter Parker.
Okay, I won't lie, Hudson Thames' voice, mostly his imitation of Tom Holland, takes some getting used to, and it feels just a little forced, but his actual voice acting is really solid.
Alright, Peter, this is the first day of the rest of your life.
That's technically every day of your life, but of course a freshman would think that. Comic accurate strange look and Michael Giacchino's theme.
Oh no, we're not supposed to be here.
Some great setup for the finale.
You gotta be kidding me.
Yep.
Hey, ugly! I don't think she's interested, buddy.
Peter showing that he was a hero long before the spider bite. One of the weirdest ways you could have gotten the spider bite, and I appreciate them taking that risk. In the end, it definitely paid off.
Nice to meet you, Pete. I'm Nika Minoru.
They're really nailing that comic book panel look that they were going for. This intro song is one of my favorite Spider-Man intros, and it's not even a debate. Sampling the original 60s song and adding an insanely hard drum loop over it is full of the exaggerated swagger of a 15-year-old white dude. Seriously though, a lot of people said that they stole the use of hip-hop from that other really good animated Spider-Man that was made in the style of a comic book, but hip-hop originated in New York, so I feel like it's kind of just part of Spider-Man's sound at this point. Yeah, there it is. Only fitting to bring back Out of Sight after their song was used in a Spider-Verse trailer.
Check out our next victim in his dumbass costume.
First off, a commentary on how hilariously stupid some IRL streamers are, and second, the use of a super crazy A-bomb is reminding you that this is TVPG, so it can be a tad more mature when it wants to be. I'm glad they acknowledged that the brick should have killed him, but Spider-Man's just cool like that, and made sure not to kill him.
It's fine. Honestly.
A+ for realism. Seriously, it's a real thing, I swear.
Was she your babysitter?
No, I was 11 and a half and she was 14.
Again, showing that freshman naivety with Peter thinking a 2.5-year age gap would ever happen, let alone legally.
Whoa! Sorry about that! Come on!
I feel like every new adaptation of Spider-Man comes up with issues that make complete sense that the older adaptations just never considered. Like, yeah, swinging from a pendulum while trying to hit an object that's moving really fast straight ahead is gonna be difficult for a 15-year-old. Such a cool way to reference that clip from Civil War.
Okay, so first things first, we'll need an understanding of stoichiometric compounds. Right. Stoichiometric compounds are those that maintain
the ratio in which they will form despite having defects.
Oh,
I know that look. That's the I didn't think the star quarterback would have a knack for science look.
Playing with your expectations. Didn't expect the show to address stuff like this, and I'm glad it does. It actually makes sense later on for the story too, which is even better.
I'm sorry. I lost my job recently. When I saw the money, I'm so sorry.
I mean, it's ultimately up to you, but she was just down on her luck. I don't know. Maybe let her go just this once?
Okay, fine.
Hey, it's okay. It's okay. You made a mistake. Just please don't make me regret this.
And this is the moment I fell in love with the show. It is a crazy story where Peter got bit by a spider that hitched a ride through an orange MCU cameo ring, and it still understands Spider-Man in a way that some adaptations haven't before.
Wait, did you say free pizza? Thanks.
Did you not say pizza time? I won't remove a win, I guess.
Peter, hey, how was school today?
It was okay.
Remaking the long take from Civil War and introducing one of my new favorite versions of Norman Osborn played by Coleman frickin' Domingo. Also, I gotta say, I think the waves look better on Norman when he's a black dude. They just do.
You had to adapt, and you did. You're already excelling at it.
The way May and Peter have each other's backs, almost like best friends, is probably my favorite part of Thames and Holland's Spider-Man.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Aw, see? It's this. Whoa, why did they make it that big of a mark? Peter is brutal in this show.
Little
little bit of extra time for your commute today.
Ooh, that swinging is clean. I'll take now to mention the art style, which feels very comic booky as intended, and the movement is super fluid. It kind of reminds me of Spider-Man, the new animated series, but better. My only real issue is some of the faces. Like, once in a while, May kind of looks like that one Giga Chad looking Roblox face. What a weird sentence. But yeah, face is weird, everything else amazing.
Sorry, Mrs. Eberhardt.
Whether it's Eberhardt or Aunt May, you can't escape Carrie Walgren, Peter.
May's gotta be so proud.
She is, totally. She says I'm really grown up.
Yeah, she even lets you stay home by yourself now.
Nico being the friend Peter deserves, but not the one he needs right now.
This might be our destiny.
Finale episode title foreshadowing.
Why are you raising your hand?
I have a question.
Then ask it with your mouth.
Dr. Whitman.
Mr. Osborne told me to come see him when I got here today, so I was wondering when a good time to do that would be. And
Gotta love it.
talk about a go-getter. Why does everyone think I'm joking?
Because you're Spider-Man, and according to comic writers, no one wants to see you win.
I am not seeing anything.
Wow, nothing gets by you, Hawkeye.
Hawkeye reference.
In your case, we'll be focusing on trying to create a new self-sustaining battery.
Oh, you mean like the Stark arc reactor?
Stark reference. Also, I feel like I gotta say something about the race-swapped and gender-swapped characters. Honestly, I don't care. But TVWins, why are you mentioning it if you don't care? Because I think everyone hates the show for that reason, and they're missing out on a great show because of it.
Awesome. How many home runs did Lonnie slam dunk?
Wow.
Hitting a little too close to home there. Crusher Hogan reference.
Arsonist remains active in structure.
Wait, don't change it.
Why?
I just love watching it, burn.
Your friendly neighborhood arsonist.
I'll torch everything, and I'll torch you too!
What are you, some kind of human torch?
Say that again?
You were almost a hot dog.
If the dog being there was all a setup for this one joke, it was worth it.
Guess you got busy. I'm bailing on this party. Talk to you later.
Peter being a bad friend is just a Spider-Man staple.
I hope your Oscorp thing was better, but only slightly.
Aw, preying on your friend's downfall, but only slightly.
Those big CEO types are always trying to take advantage of the little guy.
Well, that's why he looks out for the little guy. Let's see, how many more references can I make in one video?
I can only conclude that it's someone on your security team playing a prank on you.
That is interesting. Namely because the camera that captured that footage was one of my own personal security cameras. You'd have been better off just saying you were friends with Spider-Man.
I kind of love this Osborn, and I hate it because it's inevitable he's gonna be Goblin at some point, but until then, he just seems like a super chill dude.
That boy you saved is my son. From that day, I vowed I would find Spider-Man and repay him for saving Harry's life.
I also feel like we've been getting more of this, more loving Osborn in media, like this show and the Spider-Man video games, and I'm really curious to see how they become the Goblin, how bad it has to get.
What do you need?
I'm sorry?
Okay, Thames is growing on me.
An extensive GPS system could be more helpful, am I right? I'm right.
Giddy Green Goblin.
The day I got these powers, I wasn't sure why. Why me? Why not someone that could have been the next Captain America instead of some kid from Queens?
A classic Peter Parker sentiment that I'm so glad this show stays true to, and it's cool that he doesn't know Cap was just some kid from Brooklyn, so they're not all that different.
You offered me an internship because you wanted to find Spider-Man, but maybe it's safer if neither Spider-Man or Peter Parker are working with Oscorp.
Another thing the show does well is balancing the cheesy, adorkable Peter Parker, which could have gotten super annoying if they didn't level him out, with the way he firmly stands for keeping people safe.
Most of this stuff is either new or belong to Ben.
You know, I thought it would be hard, Peter, but it's okay. Sometimes things just gotta get done, whether you want to do them or not.
I don't love being negative, especially about Spider-Man, but this show explores stuff like Pete and May's money problems in a way that the mainline Tom Holland films didn't, and I really wish they did.
Oh, they're with me.
Declined.
What if I just got this?
Lonnie being as selfless as Peter, more parallels being shown between him and Peter, like the money problems, and the show being prepared to break our hearts with his transformation to the villainous Tombstone down the line.
When I opened the door and saw that police officer, my heart dropped.
Lonnie offering his mom tissues. Stop it. Stop it. Why are they making Lonnie so nice? I hate when writers cook.
We might just take them home.
This security guard not being oblivious like most others would be.
Okay, Spidey.
Peter leaving backpacks everywhere is also a Spidey staple.
What dating app did you meet on? Burglar?
And his quips are hitting just right.
I'm Big Donovan,
leader of the 110th Street Gang.
Benjamin Donovan is the same guy as Fisk's lawyer in Daredevil, and since this is an alternate MCU and Daredevil is canon to the original MCU, I guess in this reality he just bulked up and led a gang. There's more about him being on both sides of the law in the comics, but I just found the stark contrast between his two different MCU appearances too funny not to address.
Lincoln.
Do they think Lincoln is a goofy last name? I feel like it's badass. This pose.
Spider-Man, can you hear me?
God?
Spider-Man, it's Norman.
Green God Goblin. Neo Parker.
Welcome to the team, Mr. Osborn.
Cool that Peter invites the rich and famous billionaire onto his team and not the other way around.
Oh, sorry, dude. Oh, it's okay. My face barely hurts.
I'm using this as a response when someone accidentally butts heads with me. Not that that happens often.
Your dad is kinda intimidating. Look, dude, you're like way younger than him. Anything happens, you can outrun him.
Haha.
This is some serious privacy. I wish I had it in my room at home so I could keep May out when I have girls over.
I want to say, oh, Peter, but I also feel like he pulls like every other girl in the comics. So, yeah, I can't really say anything.
After a skirmish at an airport in Germany, the group has
literally an exact shot from Civil War being redrawn.
Oscorp's best engineers now work round the clock for you, and they have no idea who you even are.
Yep, they just know his exact body measurements, which Osborn had to obtain somehow, so either that's a plot hole or eerily obsessed villain foreshadowing. That's what you get for being mean to Lonnie on the subway.
You can always talk to me if you need to, okay? I know you want to be a tough guy, but nobody likes tough guys, Lon.
Foreshadowing their breakup, since he'll be tougher, tough as stone.
This is actually pretty cool.
Bug on a windshield. Also, does anyone think that this Hornet suit looks eerily similar to the Lady Beetle suit that Tombstone's daughter wears in the comics?
Here you go, man. Take care.
The fact that everyone in this room wears some type of green, cluing us in that this is the Scorpion Gang.
If you're alone, no one will be able to help you. With us, at least you got protection.
Putting Lonnie in danger because he's in the 110th Street Gang and then telling him he's safe because he's in the 110th Street Gang. A clever way to show how Don is a manipulator and a good way to not glorify gang life in a kid's show.
I'm scared I'm never gonna be good enough to live up to what you want from me, Mr. Osborn.
There's that parallel of main MCU Tom Holland living up to Stark and this one living up to Osborn, even if it's not as extreme as main MCU Peter. What an entrance, and an animated shaky cam is always a treat.
My daughter.
I'll get her, don't worry.
Spider Gentleman.
That's where Harry comes in. He may only be 15.
16.
16.
Can't tell if he's disappointed in himself for not remembering or disappointed in Harry for making a big deal out of it. The show's doing a great job blurring the line between every action Norman does where it could be interpreted as good or a bit of a red flag.
You're my dude at the desk.
Sure seems like it. Sorry, what was your name again?
Peter.
Right, Peter. Cool. Good name.
I'm also all for this friendship and the way it's built so differently from any other Peter-Harry friendship in other media and differently from Ned and Peter.
Yep.
Luna Snow.
If you believe Harry's so bad, why are you following him?
Obviously, I'm following him. Ironically.
Setting up Nico's crush on Harry. A ship that I wouldn't have expected, but a welcome one.
I can't keep skipping out on practice.
I'm sorry. I missed the part where that was my problem.
Ah, they said it. They said the thing, and I'm stupidly happy about it.
Being homeschooled sounds like the life.
Hey, the first few years are a blast, but once you realize there's no one around to talk to and all your new friends are either using you for clout or just spam bots, the shine starts to wear off the whole experience.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I didn't consider that.
Harry is a hilariously naive rich dude, but I'm glad they're humanizing him a bit. It's a nice reminder that being rich doesn't automatically make someone a bad person. Being sheltered results in people being a little dumber, yeah, but it doesn't mean they're automatically evil.
I would like a lot more red and blue, like Captain America. Wait, you're a Cap fan too?
I also love that they kept the whole being an Avengers fan thing, even if it's also not as extreme as Tom Holland's version.
The octagonal man you mentioned.
Octagonal man.
Makes you look like a rhino, yes?
Нет, I'm more like единорог.
The unicorn.
Makes sense that Rhino clarifies that she's a unicorn because he's saving the Rhino name for himself later on.
We sneak away before the arachnid notices us, huh?
He said arachnid. No Spidey villain does that, and that's why he's the brains.
Why don't you give up? Well, you know what they say about the itsy bitsy spider, right?
No? The itsy bitsy spider. Oh, because the spider doesn't give up. That's cool. The intercutting to hammer home the parallels between them, with both of them getting hurt to save criminals.
The spider's foolish morals meant he would save you.
You would gamble with my life to prove a point? The longer we linger here, the more likely the Iron Man or his friends will appear.
He wants to make it look like it's just more practical to run away, but really he's a big softie that wanted to pay Spider-Man back for saving him. Love this trend of giving the classic Spidey villains that are often two-dimensional some more depth. It's also something Spectacular Spider-Man did really well too.
Consider us even, but if you are ever unfortunate enough to cross my path again, all the web you can spin won't be enough to restrain me from ending your existence.
Okay, not that much of a softie, I guess.
Tonight, you prove where your loyalties lie. You're certified 110.
The part that sucks is that Lonnie did that because he's a good person, not because he loves Don dearly or anything.
The way you buried Gargan, we should start calling you Gravedigger.
Nah, we should call you Tombstone.
Oh, man.
If Peter plus Nico equals friendship, and Peter plus Harry also equals friendship, then Nico plus Harry should equal friendship too.
MCU Peter said math was cooler than magic, but this Peter uses math to make magic. Like a magical romance between Nico and Harry. That didn't land how I wanted it to.
I just wanted a place to feel useful, where people didn't know me as your little brother, but you went and took that too, huh?
Man, I hate to make blanket statements like this, but humanizing the most minor of characters are part of what makes great television. It just is.
Just so you know, I put all the R-rated stuff that you definitely should not watch right on top.
Aunt May being a cool aunt.
This looks great.
So does this.
Oh, let's watch yours.
Oh, no, yours. I insist.
Harry and Nico being cute already.
You seem distracted.
No, I don't care about this. Tonight I'm hanging with you guys.
This whole scene got me so invested in watching these three get along that I actually didn't want to see any Spider-Man action in this episode, but it's a classic situation of Spider-Man getting in the way of Pete's personal life. And I got so wrapped up in the episode, I completely forgot that it was called Duel with the Devil, and we're gonna get a Daredevil cameo.
Told you guys it'd be fun to try to play every game at once.
Now I kind of want to try that.
Hey, I want... Oh, sorry, you go.
That's okay. I didn't have anything after, so.
All too familiar.
Don't mind me.
Hell yeah, Daredevil theme. I gotta address the fact that while so many other MCU cameos don't get their main theme used in other stuff that they appear in, Daredevil's theme is always covered because it's that iconic.
I'm a spider, it's kind of my thing. Isn't that obvious?
Not from my perspective.
Blindness hint.
I guess you saw that coming.
Not quite.
More blindness hints.
Definitely top 5 super battles for me. What about you?
I don't really keep track, kid. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yes, it is, and I need these two to superhero in live action already. Please, Sony, please, Disney.
I want to help you understand what's really going on. Osborn is hiding something.
Matt still speaks softly because he's Daredevil. Also, more evil Osborn foreshadowing.
You're gorgeous.
Compliments.
I love you too.
Yo, you think it's funny? Let your mama know she loved?
Yeah, everyone watching, tell your mom you love her. Unless you don't, then that's probably better if you don't.
I doubt he's managed to harness the power of the sun.
Well...
No, that's for Kyla.
Having everything you need to do, even people you need to apologize to in your notes app is so real.
You letting your little goth girlfriend joyride to Hot Topic?
Why are these insults hitting so well? It's to do a flip guy.
You shouldn't be here. It's not safe.
Then why are you here? This isn't your world. You don't play around with this stuff. Please, just let us help you.
I don't need your help. Or anyone else's for that matter.
Ugh, it sucks because Lonnie feels like he's doing the right thing looking out for these people because he has a natural inclination to help people in general. It's just sad that he's being used this way.
I brought a knife to a gunfight.
Whoa, things got dark so quick.
Don't worry, you're safe!
Oddly specific wordplay.
It's one thing to risk your own life, but it's another thing to be willing to risk the people closest to you.
And now parallels between Harry and Peter, both showing the person they're crushing on how sometimes lies are to protect people.
But I think it's time to wrap things up.
Spider puns. And the episode just keeps taking it up a notch. This is something the show has a lot in common with the Spider-Man New animated series, if anyone ever watched that as a kid. It was a more mature Spider-Man show like this, and it centered around Peter, Harry, and MJ in college.
This is one fight you won't crawl away from.
More spider puns, but also double meaning. Since he won't crawl away from this fight, he'll fly away. And that glider sets up Green Goblin even more. A cool reference to the Spider-Man No More comic panel, but in this situation, he's just giving up this suit for the classic one. So Osborn says last episode that the suit's impossible to puncture, but they're able to poke a needle straight through it. So they could have just a really strong needle, or this is another clue that Osborn's prone to lying to Peter.
When people get hurt, or worse, that'll be on me.
A little reference to that line Peter said in Civil War.
When you can do the things that I can, but you don't, and then the bad things happen, they happen because of you. Harry was just teaching me to skateboard, and it didn't go well.
Yeah, that's what happens when you're not Andrew Garfield.
But you're growing up, and I know Ben could have been your role model.
Ooh, framing Ben's death not as Peter's fault since it happened before he got bit, but as an opportunity for Norman to be that role model Ben should have been, which is why he twists the famous line later on. So I guess Doc Ock has an extremely disorganized desktop in every universe.
You're playing that game again, aren't you?
I'm just farming XP until the developers patch the exploit I found.
Why does this sound like it's actually from someone who plays video games? I feel like usually when there's dialogue like this, they get so much stuff wrong that it comes off really cringe, but the show kind of does it effortlessly without sounding stupid. You know, Bully Octavius has a nice ring to it.
Yes, you're in tremendous pain. You think I don't already know that?
This has to be one of the coolest adaptations of Otto. Mixing the Iron Man sound, the electric guitars, with the Avengers theme. Genius considering Iron Man had like a different theme in each of his movies. Also, love the more classic Iron Man look.
You're busted, bowl cut. Iron Man to the rescue.
You know, I knew Jace from Arcane would be a good voice for Tony Stark, but I didn't know Heimerdinger would also be this good.
That's the level I need Spider-Man.
It's like all the worst types of dreams in one. The ones where you're running slower than you want to, and the ones where you're falling. Is this a reference to the Spider-Man game's Be Greater trailer? Man, I love this show, and it clearly loves all adaptations of Spider-Man.
With great power comes great respect.
Nope, but such a cool idea to do this.
Secrecy's for the best.
Ah, Chameleon.
You heard Don. Gargan's days are numbered. Yeah!
Lonnie utilizing his skills as a former team captain.
He has a lot of respect, but he is not Spider-Man. You are. What Spider-Man needs to do should be up to you.
Hell yeah, Harry being a great friend.
I also shared a couple pics of those doodles you keep in your notebook.
Truck hijacking in progress. All units converge on Midtown.
Go get him, Tiger.
Such a cool suit reveal, even if Harry stole MJ's line. Wow, the napkin too? Norman really knows how to play the egotistical rich guy well. Or I guess the animators do.
But I put you here. I found your warehouse. I tipped off Secretary Ross. You're gonna rot away in a cell that I put you in.
Ooh, 100% a villain monologue with that sweet, sweet revenge and everything.
But at least now we've got each other. We'll have to make this a regular thing. I love that.
Nico visibly remembering why she's bi.
Pretty lousy turnout, though. There's only a 10th left of the 110.
Man, everyone's quips in this show are just gold.
You're okay.
Ooh, Peter being afraid of a villain this badly isn't something we get to see often, and it's so cool to see here.
You're all business today, huh?
Yeah, Spider-Man being silent is when you know stuff is getting real. It's genuinely terrifying sometimes. Oh yeah, Tombstone being a good guy, but only for now, I assume.
Ready.
Ooh, and the parallels between them throughout the season finally culminate in this one moment.
Ready? Ready for what?
Teamwork.
Your little friend gets squished.
Why can't you just stay down?
Embrace the true power of your abilities. Scorpion almost killed you because you held back.
Stop! He tried to kill me. He tried to kill you.
I get it. Trust me. But look, you don't want to be like him. People look up to you. Don't throw that away.
And I love this arc that both MCU Peters have had now. A lot of people have said that he should have stopped himself, but the fact is, when you think someone you cared about died, especially when it was just a minute ago, you're gonna act terribly irrational. We even saw that in Daredevil Born Again. It really changes things more than you think, and that rage-filled rush you would get is incomparable.
I'm here.
And he goes off.
Appropriate reaction.
I'm happy to continue being there for you. Like, only your best friend can. If you're okay with that.
Nico, I couldn't be more okay with it.
Okay, we're friends again, so get away from me.
Aw, they're such siblings.
I kept thinking back to what you said earlier. The stuff you said about me having great power and being respected, and something came over me. Almost went too far.
With all your talents, you could easily do whatever you please. You choose to show mercy. There's gonna be moments where you stray. Everyone does. But you found your way back. That's all that matters.
The way he keeps flip-flopping between advice. I know he obviously meant to strike fear into the criminals, not kill them, but the way he rephrases advice he gave before and makes it look like it was what he meant all along is super villainy. I explained that weird, but I hope you guys get what I mean.
Thanks to the blood sample we received the other evening, I believe that we will be able to successfully replicate Spider-Man's DNA structure in no time.
Splendid.
Oh, spoke too soon. He's a villain.
That, explains photosynthesis.
Okay, that was long.
This was me when some teachers made presentations have a minimum time limit. It's such a weird idea. You're just asking for bloat.
I have to call it an A- since your model is a bit, lacking.
Only a couple points off for the whole model being broken? What a cool teacher.
You're right, I'm nobody special.
Hey, don't say that, Peter.
Be more like Asha.
Welcome to Project Monolith.
R.I.P. Monolith Productions.
Probably recognize the star maps you and the aerospace team spent so long drawing up. That's right, G. Your quantum tunneling algorithms are a vital part of this too, as is Amadeus's masterwork of engineering.
It's a gateway, people, to outer space. And I'm betting Pete's magnetic generator powers the whole thing.
Ah, confirming Norman didn't tell Peter the whole truth about the reason he hired those interns, and having the main generator powered by Peter sets up the whole time travel thing.
You destroyed Midtown High. You're the one creating disasters, not me.
What are you even talking about?
Time travel foreshadowing?
I don't know many sane people who call themselves sorcerers.
Yeah, the events of the Doctor Strange movie kind of just happened a few months ago, so this completely makes sense.
And no unimaginable horrors.
He just had to say it. Also, it truly is unimaginable since I don't think this exact symbiote creature has ever appeared in any comics or other media before. It's completely original for this show.
Nice of you to join us.
The name's Spider-Man.
I'm Strange.
No more Strange than the gooey alien trying to kill us.
I'll never get tired of the strange puns. Oh, sling ring sword and sling ring shield? What?
Where do you think you're going?
So yeah, Peter created Spider-Man himself, essentially, and I've seen that this is called a bootstrap paradox. By far the craziest origin story we've ever gotten for him, and one of the many risky and out-of-the-box things that this show did that I love.
I got the battery working again.
Just in the nick of time.
That disgust. He can't believe he just said that.
We're waiting for your moment. It's now.
Badass good guy. Oh, symbiote foreshadowing, hell yes.
I believe that things that are supposed to happen always find a way to happen. Sometimes they really hurt, but it's okay because those things put us on a path to becoming who we're meant to be, and this is who I'm meant to be.
I always love the destiny angle for Spider-Man, how the spider could have bit anyone, but it's always him. The Watcher doing what he does best and staying true to his name.
Claims to have good intentions, though.
Yeah, everyone usually does.
Daredevil again.
Spiritus mihi carissime.
Very curious to know what's up with her next season.
How's my son doing?
Oh my god, Josh Keaton's playing Peter's dad.
I'm Spider-Man.
And ending the season the same way No Way Home ends, his mask straight into the camera. I could not have expected this show to do any of the stuff it did, and if there's something your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man understands, it's the titular character. I'll admit the Tom Holland Spider-Man movies, great, but not my cup of tea. Something about them just doesn't feel right to me, but this show is everything I could have possibly wanted his Spider-Man to be. I was originally a little sad that this show wasn't freshman year, the prequel to the MCU trilogy that I thought it would be, but if it was, we wouldn't have gotten this amazing take on an alternate universe where Civil War didn't have Spider-Man. This show gets everything, the little things, the core of Spider-Man right, his selflessness, his social awkwardness, and his moral confidence. Amidst all the crazy time travel stuff, having Nico as his best friend, which has never happened, completely changing the Spider-Man status quo we're used to while keeping Spider-Man himself the same is just amazing. What'd you guys think of this season? Let me know in the comments. As always, you guys are an absolute win, and I'll see you soon.